All right, hi guys. I just wanted to quickly go over this. This is the graphing activity. It's the first one on your weekly doc, and I just know it's been a while since we've done a graph. I know for a lot of you guys, you do this all the time. So if that's the case, like don't bother watching this. I'm really just going to go over how to use Google Sheets. But if you can't remember and you're trying to graph, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so 2A says plot air temperature versus altitude. So altitude is this first column here, air temperature is the second column. So our graph is going to be these two columns. B says plot air pressure versus altitude. So that's this third column in this first one. So you're going to have two graphs, one with these two pieces of information, and then the second graph is going to have these two. So I'm just going to go over one. So you need to open a Google Sheet and put in the information. It's really more useful if you don't put in the units. You can always add those later to the title of each axis, but don't put them in here. It kind of messes up the graphing. So I just copied, those are the exact same numbers that are on here. I just copied them over to the, whoops, there we go. So I'm going to highlight the data. So I just clicked and dragged and highlighted all the data. I'm going to go to insert, I'm going to go to chart. And it started me out with a bar graph. So usually this pops up. If it doesn't, you can just like kind of double click on this and it'll pop up. But here where it says, let's see, all of this, I'm going to scroll up. So it says chart type and it says column. We want to make sure we're doing a line. So I'm going to switch it to line. And then here you can see that it kind of put everything in order. It did 0 to 80, but we can see by our data over here that it's not 0 to 80. It's 0, 50, 10, 12. So what we want to do is hit this aggregate button, and that'll keep all the numbers in order. So that's what it should look like. And then I'm going to go over here to customize. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and make sure you give it a chart title, and then you can switch here to like which axis you want. The other one that I want to make sure that I point out is it does ask you to add like a best fit line or a trend line. So click on series and then scroll down, and there's a little box here that says trend line. So click the trend line box and then you can see it put it in, which is basically like a best fit line. Let's see, that's about it. Let me read the directions again on here. So you're going to draw the best fit line. Then you're going to compare the two graphs and answer some questions. So that's it. Just make sure that you're giving the graph, it needs a title, you need to label the axes, and then it should have this best fit line in there. Okay, I hope that helps you guys.